So 6x squared plus x minus 2 divided by 3x plus 2. So one thing I want to remind you before we even get into this is some words that you need to remember. First of all, you need to know what a dividend is. The dividend in this case is this. Okay? You're going to be dividing by the divisor. The divisor in this case is the blue line section. And that's going to equal the quotient plus a remainder divided by a divisor. Okay? So our answer should have a quotient plus a remainder divided by a divisor.
Wait, what's the quotient?
Quotient's the answer after you divide it out. Okay? So on this one right here, I'm going to take
What's the remainder?
whatever's left over. 6x squared plus x minus 2, and I'm going to put the division bar there. And I'm going to divide that by 3x plus 2. Okay, so this is a little bit different than when we were dividing 3-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers and so on. But what you really need to look at right now is how many times does 3x go into 6x squared?
1.
2x. Yep, 2x times, right? So now I'm going to take this 2x and multiply both of these by that. I am recording. 2x times 3x is what? 6x squared. 2x times 2 plus 4x. Okay. Now we're going to subtract. So if I'm subtracting, this is going to become negative and this becomes negative. So 6x squared minus 6x squared is what? 0. What's x minus 4x? Negative 3x. Okay? Now I'm going to bring down the negative 2. Okay? How many times does 3x go into negative 3x? Negative 1. So I'm going to go negative 1 times 3x, we'll get negative 3x. Negative 1 times 2, you get negative 2. And notice now when I go to subtract, I'm going to change my signs. What do I have as a remainder? 0. So,
Hold on. I'm getting confused. Hold on.
Why do you change it from...
okay. So the answer to this, if I were to write it out in my dividend divided by divisor, it's going to look like this. 6x squared plus x minus 2 divided by 3x plus 2. The quotient to that is 2x minus 1 with no remainder. Okay?
Can you just, for the answer, can you just write out 2x minus 1 for the answer?
Yeah, you could do that. Okay? Now I want to do the same thing with this one, okay? So,
The remainder
there is no remainder, it was 0.
over the divisor, which is 3x.
Plus 2, right? That's the divisor. Okay. On this one, I'm going to take 8x to the third plus 5x squared minus 8x plus 28. And I'm going to divide that by 2x plus 4. Okay? On these, you are only going to be looking for immediate answer at the first term. Don't worry about the 4 right now. Okay? So how many times does 2x go into 8x to the third? 4x squared. Okay, now you do need to worry about it when you multiply it back through. So 4x squared times 2x is 8x to the third. 4x squared times 4, 16x squared.
So it should be negative.
Yep, so now I'm going to make them both negative so that I can subtract it. This will be negative, this will be negative. So these cancel. What's 5 minus 16? negative 11. Okay? So now I'm going to bring down my minus 8x. Okay, I'm bringing this term right here down to here.
No, I just learned this today. Did I not tell you that I had You remember from like elementary school? No.
Okay? So now I need to say, how many times is 2 going to 11? Yep, it goes into it 5.5. So I'm going to say negative 5.5 x, right? Multiply that by 2, I get negative 11x squared. And what is 5.5 times 4? Yep, 22. Okay, so now I'm going to change my signs again here. The 11s cancel. What is 8? Negative 8 plus 22. Nope, one's a negative and one's a positive.
You have to change the signs every time.
Yep. 14. Now I'm going to bring down the 28. How many times does 2x go into 14x? 7. So plus 7. 7 times 2x is 14x. 7 times 4 is 28. Do I have a remainder on this? Nope, it's 0. Okay? Okay, good question. I'm gonna do one with remainder. This one we are taking 3x to the 4th minus 7x to the 3rd. Notice I don't have an x squared or a regular x. So what am I gonna do? I need to make sure I have a 0x squared plus a 0x plus 5.
Why?
We need to have those spaces. Otherwise you're going to have a hard time when you get through this. Just trust me on this. Okay? We're going to divide that by x squared plus 2. Okay, so I need to multiply this into 3x to the 4. How many times do I do that? 3x squared. Okay? So 3x squared times x squared is 3x to the 4th. And 3x squared times 2 is 6x squared, right?
Do you add them? Oh no, that's a 2. Why do I keep having them different numbers?
Notice that I'm putting it underneath my x squareds because they match. Right? Now I'm subtracting them both, right?
Where
So
did you get 6x?
3x squared times 2 is negative 6x squared. Or it will be negative.
Wait, you left out 7.
I haven't gotten there yet. Okay? Yep, because I'm subtracting them. So the 3's cancel.
And then it's negative 7.
Yep, I'm going to bring down that negative 7x to the 3rd. And then 0 minus 6x squared, right, is just 6x squared. Now, how many times does x squared go into negative 7x?
7x.
Okay, so it's negative this time, right? So negative 7x times x to the 2nd.
Negative 7x.
Okay, and negative 7x plus 2, times 2.
It's negative 14x.
So notice where I'm writing that. Okay, this becomes a positive, this becomes a positive. So my 7x to the 3rd cancels. I'm going to bring down that 6x squared. Okay?
It's long division.
It's just long division. Now we got polynomials. Yep. Okay, how many times is x squared going to 6x squared?
6 times.
6. Well, you know what, guys?
Miss Seaver, don't do it.
Yeah. Okay? Minus 6. Okay? So negative 6,
Wait, why did you subtract 6?
because it's negative here. So negative 6x squared and negative. What did I do wrong? Yeah.
Can I leave?
Okay?
Negative 12.
Okay, negative 12. Right here, right? So now these are going to become positive. The 6x's cancel, and I have 14x plus 12. Now, can x squared go into 14x plus 12? No, so this is our remainder.
Yeah, but can't the 5?
Nope, this is as far as you can go. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to add that. That should be 17. Yep. We have to bring this down. Okay,
I'm so confused.
so the answer to this, ladies and gentlemen, is 3x squared minus 7x minus 6 plus, and then you're going to put this 14x plus 17 divided by x squared plus 2. That's your remainder. Okay, so this is your answer for this. Tomorrow, I got one other thing I want to show you.